I saw you there this time. I'm not going to let you sneak up on me 3 weeks in a row. Anyway, welcome to Corran in the Mornin. So this past weekend, we had the PC 20 event. I played in it and did commentary. All that's available in the PC 20 playlist on this YouTube channel. If you're into watching coverage, go for it, but I don't feel like my personal play was anything to write home about. Also, this week I released my interview with Hayes Hunter. You can find it there at kendallcast.ninja or under the Bad Deck Breakdowns or Kendallcast feeds on Apple Podcasts or the podcatcher of your choice. Well, I'm not going to give you a tournament report. What should I talk about today? I guess you already saw the title card, so you know I'm going to talk about 5 characters who need cards in the game. In Magic the Gathering, people talk about player archetypes of Timmy, Johnny, Spike, Melvin, and Vorthos. I won't get into all these archetypes, but my Star Wars CCG philosophy lines up most with Vorthos. That means I like cards that are thematic and that let me feel like I'm reenacting events that could have happened in the Star Wars universe. Also, I like being able to create what-if scenarios. In Star Wars CCG, we literally answer the age-old question of who would win in a fight. Anyway, something I love about Star Wars CCG historically is that thing where they pulled a character from a deleted scene or who was only in a scene for a second and made them into a card. Aura Singh comes to mind. Unfortunately, due to the increase in Star Wars content from Disney, combined with the natural limitations of the PC, that doesn't happen as often as I wish it would anymore. But here are 5 characters from the current canon who I'd like to see get cards. Keep in mind, I chose characters from the current canon because good, bad, or indifferent, the current design guidelines say that the PC is only designing cards from the current canon. First off, we have Cason Bog. Let's zoom in on that image. He's a character who shows up very briefly in Rogue One. This was the best live-action picture I could find of him. His backstory involves his head getting blown off by Saw Gerrera, and then Dr. Evazan putting him back together. He then had some adventures with Dr. Aphra in her comic series. Mostly, though, he's a dude with no head. That's awesome. Next is BD1. He's probably the character I'm mentioning today that's most likely to get a card. Cal Kestis has already gotten a card, and BD is his companion in Jedi Fallen Order. I would argue that Jedi Fallen Order is the best Star Wars video game, excluding GEMP, of course, with the best story. Simply because modern video games are better than old video games, and we haven't gotten very many modern Star Wars video games. BD is a charming support character and could easily act as weapon protection or something like that in the Star Wars CCG. Plus, he showed up in one of the Disney Plus shows owned by Amy Sedaris' character. It is criminal that 000 doesn't have a card yet. This is the evil 3PO from the Darth Vader and Dr. Aphra comic series. He has syringes for fingers and loves torturing people. Aside from Aphra herself, he was the breakout new character of the relaunched line of Marvel Star Wars comics. Getting into the top 2, we have Avar Kriss. She's the main featured Jedi in the High Republic series of novels, comics, and an upcoming TV show. This era really deserves at least as much love as the sequel trilogy, and I say that as someone who likes the sequel trilogy. There are a ton of cool Jedi, unique starships, villains, etc. I haven't read enough to give the hard sell for this era, but I can sell Avar Kriss with 2 words: Jedi Musician. And the number 1 character who deserves a card is the one and only Ackmena. The nighttime bartender from Chalmun's Cantina originally appeared in the Star Wars Holiday Special. But Kendall, I thought you said only canon characters were allowed on this list, and the holiday special isn't canon. I did say that, but Acmena was actually made canon in the short story collection From a Certain Point of View. Well, that's all I've got for you this week. We'll see you next time. Please check out StarWarsCCG.org to learn more about the game and go on their forums to tell them to make cards of Acmena and all the rest of the characters I discussed today. Also, check out my stuff at KendallCast.ninja. May the Force be with you and all that.